And I love being that point person for my friends. Like, if you're going out on a date or parents come in town or you're going out with coworkers, where should I go? And I just fell in love with kind of providing that value and documenting it.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
Years ago, we were doing research. We research our show all the time. We talk to audiences. What do you like about the show? What do you not like about the show? And all the time, they would say, well, what do you know about the show? And number one was always, it's the show that eats.
Yeah, true.
Because we do. We eat a lot. Mm-hmm. So when I ran across Brian Lindo's Instagram channel, or whatever you want to call it, Brian Can't Stop Eating, I was like, oh my God, this guy should be a member of our show because he eats. Brian, welcome to the show.
Hey guys, how's it going?
This is so cool. So you're from Long Island.
I am,
now and you live in Brooklyn.
Yep, in Williamsburg.
Your fiance Alyssa's here?
Yeah, she is. Came to support.
I know. Hi, Alyssa.
She's like, I don't want to talk.
She's like, I don't want to talk. Okay. Amazing what you do.
Thank you.
I know.
Thank you.
If you don't follow Brian Can't Stop Eating, then well, shame on you. Mm-hmm. I mean, we do.
Yeah.
I mean,
it makes you hungry, man.
Yeah.
It does. Now, you eat a lot of food, and I'm sure you get asked this all the time. How do you stay in shape?
Yeah, well, I don't want to, let people down. I don't eat like this every day, right?
I know. I need to believe you do.
Not every day, but we do eat a lot. So I would say probably, we go in probably like 3 times a week, and then I try to get some grab and go like days where I'll do like 6 places in a row. But the biggest thing for me is I do like staying active, and I do think like long term and just want to still be healthy and like make this page last, this lifestyle last. So I try to squeeze in healthy meals when I can. I try to do the series where I'm giving a little bit more behind the scenes peek of, my normal meals, and then when we do go out to eat. Mm-hmm. And then I find different ways to challenge myself to kind of get back in shape. So like this year I signed up for the marathon just to kind of give me something to say, okay, if I want to like slack off today, I have to run a marathon in November. I have like 4 months to get ready. I can't miss this run.
Yeah, that's good.
So just little ways to hold myself accountable.
Don't do what we did. We had to go and judge the Burger Bash.
Oh my God.
And we forgot that we had to taste all the burgers.
Yep.
Yeah, it was
so
like
the
25
first
burgers.
burger, we ate the whole thing, all of us, and we were like, oh my gosh, we're going to die after
8
that.
more.
Yeah.
Right. By the way, I just picked up my phone, not trying to be rude in the middle of an interview, but I'm pulling up Brian Can't Stop Eating. Okay, so today, the latest one is it's New York City's best chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at that, with little salt
oh
on
my
top.
Yeah,
gosh,
it's really,
so
really good.
Okay, then the next one is Brian eating. What is this? What are you eating?
Yeah, that's Tatiana. So this is one of my like favorite spots in the city, by Chef Kwame. Basically, it's like an Afro-Caribbean like restaurant with like New York undertones. And me being Jamaican, like the cuisine is everything I love. Like it's oxtail, it's curry goat patties. He's got a chopped cheese on the menu, but it's all like elevated, which is
That
lovely.
sounds awesome.
Yeah.
And don't talk empanadas to this one.
I love empanadas. How did you start doing this? Like, when did you decide, well, I'm going to, start this whole thing?
Yeah. So like I said, my family, like I was the only one born here. Everyone, my brothers, my parents, born in Jamaica. I guess I'm the boring one there. But we ate a lot at home, a lot of family cooked meals. And then when we would go out, it'd be like Applebee's, Fridays, whatever it is. I went to school in Boston, moved back to New York City, and I just got a taste of all the culture here. We're super privileged to live here, and there's so many options. But then I started to dig a little bit deeper, hearing the stories, and I love being that point person for my friends. Like, if you're going out on a date, or parents come in town, or you're going out with coworkers, where should I go? And I just fell in love with kind of providing that value and documenting it.
Wow.
And you see it.
Absolutely. I mean, we see it, get hungry all the time. Is this like a fast pass to get any reservation that you want at any restaurant in the city?
So I pay for all my food, meaning I do a lot of digging. Me and my fiance, actually, we are on like Resy or all the different booking apps, like the Hawks, right? Mm-hmm. And we do like the early bird special to get into a lot of places. So we're totally okay with going at 5 to get into.
Yeah. Oh, I prefer 5 is the new 8.
The grandma time.
I love that. We love early dinners too.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your favorite type of food? Your cuisine? What is
Definitely Jamaican food.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's like home. And I go out, try to seek, even if it's not as good as mom's cooking, it's the nostalgia effect of like, I could taste a little bit of home when I'm, not eating from them. So
Do you cook?
I wish I could cook more. Honestly, like something, I try to recreate some dishes that I eat out, but I'm definitely a better eater than I am a cook, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, why you're in New York City. You have everything to eat. I mean, so when Gandhi first came to the show, she's like, let's go get Indian, naturally.
Yes.
So we went.
Yeah.
And now we have this we have this other bond, but over Indian food. Well, I mean, and she'll eat some, I'll eat some, and when's the last time we went out? We haven't been out in a while.
We need to go. The first breakfast I ever had with you guys was a dosa, which was so good. It was amazing. But you got into, I think you tried the Indian restaurant we're trying to get into.
Which one?
The one that has the Michelin. Yes.
Yeah,
Sema.
it's so good. It's very, very tasty.
Oh, listen.
Can't we just drop your name and be like, we know,
Brian told us we could come.
It's like, we can't get in. Brian's like, I've been there. It's pretty good.
It's very. I mean, I knew where you were going with it because it's really, really good. It's really tasty.
We need a reservation.
We could try and help. We'll see what we can do.
So I just want to know. I mean, you've reviewed everything from like pancakes to cookies and everything. Aside from pizza, what is the most controversial thing that had the most debate and sparked the biggest thing online that you reviewed?
Definitely.
What item?
Pizza's definitely up there. Yeah. Burgers are up there.
Yeah,
Everyone's super prideful about burgers. I say pizza, burgers, bagels. The cookie was a big one too. That cookie one caused a lot of controversy because everyone's still a Levain fan. No offense to Levain. I think they were like, Levain walks so all these others can run.
Right.
Like, they were the first chocolate chip cookie doing it. But there's just a lot of variety, and I think it comes to like, what your subtleties and like what you like in a chocolate chip cookie. There's options. So I think it caused a lot of debate though, not gonna lie.
Let's get to the meat and potatoes of what
Sure.
So I'm Brian Can't Stop Eating. It's called the hardest reservation to get. It's called NYC Prime Rib.
Yeah, Fort Charles.
Yeah. The food looks, you got to see it. It's total porn, right?
Look at that spinach dip.
So who's holding the camera?
My fiance.
So, thank you.
okay.
Yeah, we're definitely a team here.
All right. So I noticed you'll go take a bite of a burger, and then you quickly put the other hand up so we can't see like food falling out of your mouth. I mean, there's an art to doing.
That's very polite.
I try.
Scary wouldn't do that.
What do you do? Like, what are like some of the rules in food blogging with video?
Yeah, I think there's people are watching and you want to make the food appetizing and you want to make the experience, like, I want you to almost feel like you're eating with me is like kind of my goal when I'm making my videos and going about it. But they're just little things like I would hate to see food in your mouth if I was sitting next to you, right? Or like some people like the ASMR of like the chomping of stuff, but I'm not big on that. Like if you hear the lips clapping, I'm like, oof, get me out of here. So I try to remove those things. But the biggest thing for what I do is like lighting. If I can get the lighting right, a lot of the food looks a lot better, and I look a lot better with just decent lighting. So.
Okay. Well, have you ever? Okay. She has video going.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try it. Okay, watch them. Okay, get it close because I'm gonna you put it in your mouth. You're like, what is this crap? I mean, have you ever eaten something? You're like, the ones we'll never see.
Sure, that's exactly it, right? I try my best to only highlight the places I like, and the camera's rolling because I want to give an authentic reaction. If I truly like it and I, make an expression, you can see it, and I hope it comes off genuine because it is.
No, you do. Your eyes roll back in your head.
Yeah, when it's really good. Yeah, but if I don't love it, we're like, ooh, it's not that good, and we could cut the camera. We kind of keep going in the meal.
So, of course, Brian is eating in some of the most amazing restaurants in the world. And we're not talking like the expensive, really difficult places to get into. We're talking about everything. Sure. And New York is just full of it. Queens and Brooklyn and Manhattan, all of it, right? Yeah. But one of my favorite posts you did was you taking Alyssa out to Applebee's on an Applebee's diet. I mean, a date.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, this guy is going to all these crazy restaurants. You really need to go back to these places. I love going to Applebee's every once in a while.
Totally. No, I'm not above anything, truly. And that's like what I grew up on. Once again, like that dove into the nostalgia feel. It was definitely a surprise to Alyssa. Right. I thought it would be funny, good content. That's why the camera was rolling, and her genuine reaction was also funny. She was confused, but it was a test. Did she ride or die? And she passed with flying colors. She's like, sure, I guess.
Well, there's a song. Applebee's is great on a date night, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, to watch this video, this is Brian eating pancakes. Now watch it. Watch this. He's going to put it in his mouth. Okay, he's putting syrup in there. Watch his face. I wish you could see this. It's a radio thing. Now watch his reaction. Wait, hold on. He's going to go crazy. Just watching you go orgasmic over food is my favorite thing.
Those pancakes
Those are
look
blueberry.
great.
Where are the best pancakes in New York?
So I personally gave my favorite in the last clip. It's Chez Ma Tante out in Brooklyn. I really enjoy them. They're like clarified butter, cast iron pancakes, so it's perfectly crispy, but also have like a nice fluffy center. But that list has like everyone's like favorites, right? There's the Bubbies, there's the Clinton Street. Yeah.
There's those souffle pancakes now that
Yeah.
they make down by Canal Street.
Those are Asian pancakes.
Yeah,
they're like
I forget the name of it, but those are good.
Yeah, and we just got back from Japan maybe like a week and a half ago. And
how's the food in Japan?
It was incredible. Everything about Japan was incredible. I had such a blast going there. The food was just presentation and just like passion and just making sure you're taken care of. The hospitality there is just amazing.
Like really great people.
Yeah.
By the way, just turning us on, this is Brian Lindo. If you follow him on Instagram, it's Brian Can't Stop Eating. You'll check in every day. You did actually do a video about what it's like being a food. What do you call yourself? A food?
Yeah, content creator. That's what I tried to.
A what?
Content creator.
Content creator.
Content creator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, you're a food content creator, but you did a video about what it's like in the day in the life. You are working out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So,
I definitely, I just want to give people like a peek behind the curtain, a little bit of what I do. I think they see content creators and influencers online, and a lot of it doesn't make sense. It's like, how can they afford this lifestyle? How could they, stay somewhat in shape? And, sometimes it is truly like you're out hustling and eating a ton and doing all that. But then there's some times where I'm just keeping it chill with my fiance and we're making a smoothie for breakfast and a nice long workout, So just trying to give a little bit more lens and into what I do. I can't speak for all of the food influencers out there, but I want to make sure people understand that like where my values and like what I kind of stand for.
Is
That was
this
a good way of doing it.
full time for you?
As of about 3.5 months, full time.
is that
That's
scary?
exciting.
Is that scary
yeah,
stuff?
it is scary stuff. But I do want to say that like I worked at Salesforce for 7 years and I've been building them alongside each other. And I was definitely in the grand scheme of content creators, I'm not huge now, but I'm getting on my way. Like you guys shouted me out when I was a lot smaller. And it's those moments where you never know who's watching. And I definitely want to give a lot of kudos to you guys for just giving me like a second win and confidence that I could do this. And now this is my full-time job. That moment was like a very pivotal moment for me when I first got that.
Oh,
Then-
man.
Then I don't feel guilty about to rip you off. So you have Brian Can't Stop Eating. I'm going to do Elvis Can't Stop Drinking.
I'd watch that. I would
support
watch
it.
that, actually.
I've been rehearsing for this for years.
So I told you this. My cousin is a doctor, and she wants me to help her become a food blogger.
Okay.
I told her absolutely not because your parents will kill me. But now that you're telling us, like, we made your career, I have no option but to help her. This is
got
terrible.
to.
You've ruined my life today.
Yeah, you have to. I'm sorry. You signed up for it.
What's in the box?
Got some cookies for you guys. Yeah, I can't come empty-handed. That's like my mom's number one rule. You show a place, you can't come
So you
empty-handed.
found a place that's open because it's a weird hour to find.
It is, and they're actually known for their cruller donuts. You know those like spiral donuts?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they didn't have them ready. So.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
You're gonna love this place.
I know.
I don't have their like good stuff, but there's really good.
If you feel the box though, they're dense cookies.
So, Daily Provisions. I love Daily Provisions.
Yeah.
They have this crispy, crunchy chicken sandwich.
Yeah. People don't go for the food as much as they should. It's
Those
definitely.
were good sizzle
Oh my God,
words.
these are beautiful. May I? Oh,
Yeah,
too
of
late.
course.
Already got one.
Pass that around, thank you.
Yeah, Danny Meyer, right? I think.
Yep.
Here, pass that around. Take a hit off that.
Oh my God, it is heavy. My arm hurts.
So it's interesting to anyone who wants to be a content creator. And it's this thing you really want to do. The best way to do it is do it in conjunction with what you're doing now, so you can keep the bills paid, keep the lights on.
Yeah.
And then one day you wake up and you're like, wait a minute, this is working.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
Yeah. I definitely, the benefit of having that 2 job is I never felt this pressure to take anything or any sponsorship that I didn't fully align with. And it gave me peace of mind. I know that like sometimes you got to make the jump full time, but my biggest advice is like once it becomes a little bit more predictable, that was when I felt comfortable to make that leap, you know? So
This cookie's really good.
I'm sorry, did Brian say something just then? One of the many things we hear from our listeners, and we have for years, that people love how we encourage them to think out of your box. And if you're in a dead-end career or you really don't like the people you work with, and you can do things to maneuver and merge into another lane, do it. Get that courage to do it. Because, your life is this long and you have this much left.
Right.
What are
Yeah.
you doing here? You can't waste that time.
And like you said, sometimes maybe it's a side hustle, but it can become your main hustle.
absolutely.
This room just got really quiet with those cookies.
I know, these are so good.
So good.
We didn't even offer. You should have one of the cookies.
Oh,
You guys-
no. It's all good.
Well, I love it. I want everyone, and even people you don't know and like, to follow Brian. Brian Can't Stop Eating. I will continue to watch you, and I love that you now have Thailand on your list where you want to go.
Thailand is definitely on the list.
Right.
So we'd
And
love
where
to.
else?
Yeah. Thailand. I want to go to Portugal, which is random. I haven't been to Portugal.
Portugal's awesome.
Yeah, I heard it's amazing there. Beautiful, and then also just once you get to Europe, also you could bounce around very easily. So
Gandhi's going to be in Thailand soon.
I am.
Oh, you are?
I'm going in 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks, actually. So I would like some advice from you on where you're looking at eating so I can go try it before. And then I thought you said something about Taiwanese food also.
Yeah.
I'm going to Taiwan this year.
Oh, my gosh.
So I will eat all the food for you. You
Please.
just need to tell me where to go.
How polite of you.
I know.
Hey, so let's say someone's listening and they want to fly off to wherever to vacation.
sure.
And in your opinion, what is the best resource to find like the hidden gems to eat in and not like the touristy places?
Sure.
Including here in New York.
Yeah, I think there are content creators that do it well everywhere. This has become like a thing where they try to provide their hidden gem and stuff. So Instagram, TikTok has definitely been helpful. You can search these places and like food in Thailand and like a lot of stuff pops up. Crazy enough, like ChatGPT is also like another like angle that people can start to plan out their itinerary. Say, I'm looking to do this museum at this time, this dinner at this time. Can you fill in the gaps with some other options of some local spots? And it will give you like a spinoff, and you can cross-check it, of course, but a lot of different ways. But
I don't trust her.
yeah, I mean,
I don't trust
Not
her.
one bit.
yeah, I get it because you definitely want to cross-reference it. But I think creators, this is what I'm paid to do now, right? Is to go find the hidden gems and go run around. So if you find someone you trust and you've kind of been consistent with some good recommendations, that's who you latch on to.
So obviously Brian, of course, is now going to take us to Thailand.
Yeah.
But if you're coming to New York or if you live in New York, you got to follow Brian Can't Stop Eating because there's a lot of stuff in there. My list is growing by the day.
Yeah.
And so are my man boobs because I'm eating all this food you're telling me to eat. Can you swallow the cookie? You had a question?
I already asked it, but
Oh, there
I
he
can't
goes.
stop
Like
growing.
people that talk with their mouth full.
I'm sorry.
We'll make an exception.
Scary stands behind me, and by the end of the day, it looks like a bird's been like perched on my elbow because there's food and like bird poop.
I love your content. I'm
Well,
sorry.
thank you so much.
All right, never mind then. Okay. Well, thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
It's great to meet you, Alyssa. And you guys, you always have an open door for. If you have some ideas for like some hidden gems that you don't even want us to know online, you call us and let us know.
Yeah.
So Brian Can't Stop Eating.
Or
Follow
tell
up
us
today.
what to avoid.
Yep. Me too.
Who's coming up?
Jesse Tyler Ferguson.
Oh, Jesse Tyler Ferguson on the way. Thank you guys for
Thank
coming
you
in.
guys so much. This is wonderful.
Eat all the cookies.
Yeah.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.